Hello and welcome to another video. As it is currently close season, I thought it would be a good idea to rank my favourite rides at the theme park I have visited the most this year, that being Thorpe Park. Now, out of all the rides at Thorpe Park, I've narrowed it down to a few that I really enjoy riding. Every time I go to the park, I always want to get back on them. And yeah, I just really like them. So yeah, let's get into the video. Now, at number 4, or an honourable mention, we have Mr. Monkey's Banana Ride. Now, the only reason this is basically on it is because most times we go to Thorpe Park, we somehow manage to get on it. But I do have to admit, I actually quite enjoy riding it. It is a nice break from all the massive coasters, such as either Swarm or Soar or Stealth. Or if you've had a big lunch at KFC or Burger King and you just want to ride something small, then Mr. Monkey's Banana Ride is a really good ride. Not intense at all. I do have to admit, it doesn't go as high as some of the swinging ships at either Chessington or Legoland. I'm not sure how long the cycle is. I think it might be about, I don't know, 2 minutes or maybe 5 minutes, I don't know. But yeah, it is a nice ride and I do enjoy it when we go to Thorpe Park. At number 3, I have the Swan, the park's Bean and Wing Coaster, which opened back in 2012. Really good theming around the area. You've got the crashed ambulance, you've got the fire truck, you've got the helicopter, you've got the plane wing, which you go under, and you've also got the billboard, which you also go through, which is an amazing head chopper. You've also got some amazing elements around the ride. The main one being that main first drop, really intense. You've also got a few inversions as well. You've also got that corkscrew or inversion, I can't remember which one it is called, which goes over the church. But yeah, really good elements around the ride. As I did mention before, you got the head choppers, that plane wing and the billboard, which you fly through as well. For some reason I always duck, even though I know I'm not going to hit it. But yeah, other than that, really good ride. The soundtrack for Swarm is really good as well. One of my favourite in the park. But yeah, that is why Swarm is at number 3. At my number 2 spot, I have the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster, Hyperia. I really do like Hyperia. I feel like when it opened back in 2024, it was a really amazing addition to the park. It's got some really good elements on there. You've got that first drop, which for some reason gets me every single time, even though I have ridden the coaster multiple times over the year now. You've got that outer bank turn, you've got a few inversions on there, and some other elements which I've probably forgotten as well. The soundtrack on Hyperia is amazing. What, in my opinion, the best in the park. I listen to it basically every single time I'm in my car. The only downside to Hyperia, I would say, is the theming. Yes, it does have a few theming elements around the queue line, but around the main ride area, there isn't much theming. Same goes for the station. Yes, there is a few theming elements in the station, but overall not really too much theming in the station overall. But I mean, apart from that mist effects, which rises up every time you leave the station. But yeah, that is why Hyperia is at my number 2 ranking. Really intense ride, really good ride. I just feel like they could improve a bit more on the theming of Hyperia. And my favourite ride at Thorpe Park is Soar the Ride. I really do enjoy Soar. Every time I get back to the park, I always want to go on it. It's got some amazing theming elements around the area. You've got that police car out front. You've also got a bunch of theming elements such as mannequin bodies and traps and other stuff around the queue line. You've also got some other theming elements in the station. And then you get to the main ride itself, where you've got 2 indoor elements, that being a drop and a heartline roll. You've also got the outside section, which includes the main element of the ride, which is the Beyond vertical drop. You've also got a few inversions in the outside section as well. I do agree that Saw the rides can be rough in some places, but all the rides I've had on Saw have generally been quite smooth. I have heard if you do sit in a certain seat, in a certain row, that your experience does become a bit smoother. You've also got the soundtrack as well, which is just the main Saw soundtrack. So if you've heard that before, then it's not really anything special, but it is nice. It is nice to hear that soundtrack around the ride. But yeah, other than that, that is why Saw the Ride is my favourite ride at Thorpe Park. And with Saw the Ride being my favourite ride at Thorpe Park, that brings the video to a close. But yeah, that was my ranking of my favourite rides at the Thorpe Park Resort. It might change when I go back in 2026. It might not. Who knows? But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.